Action. Let's talk about the day after. You spent 4 years working for that degree. You spent 10 years building that company. You spent your whole life looking for the one, and then it happens. The contract is signed, the ring is on the finger, the degree is on the wall, and for about 15 minutes you feel like a god. But then evening comes. The house is quiet, and this terrifying hollow echo starts ringing in your ears. You ask yourself, is this it? Is this all there is? Welcome to the arrival fallacy. This is the psychological trap where we believe that reaching a certain goal will bring us lasting happiness. We treat life like a video game where we just need to beat the final boss to win. But in real life, when the boss dies, the screen just goes black. You aren't happy, you're just finished. And finished feels a lot like being dead. Why does our brain do this to us? It feels like a cruel joke, but it's actually biology. Dopamine is the chemical of anticipation, not satisfaction. It's the fuel that gets you to the gym, the fire that makes you stay up late coding. But the moment you achieve the goal, the dopamine drops to zero. Your brain says, okay, that's done. What's next? We confuse relief with happiness. When you hit a goal, the stress of the struggle disappears. You feel a sense of relief. But relief is temporary. Once the relief wears off, you're left with the same you that started the journey, except now. You don't have a goal to distract you from your own unhappiness. You've reached the destination, only to find out you've packed all your problems in the suitcase. Let's look at a real-world tragedy. I knew a founder who spent 7 years building a startup, sacrificed his health, his sleep, and his friendships. He finally sold it for $50 million. The day the money hit his account, he sat on his floor and cried, not because he was happy, but because he realized that the $50 million version of himself was just as lonely and anxious as the broke version. He had nowhere left to run. Think about the perfect wedding. People spend a year obsessing over the napkins, the flowers, the guest list. They believe the wedding is the goal. Then, the day after the honeymoon, they realize they didn't just buy a party, they entered a marriage. They focused so much on the arrival that they forgot to learn how to love the journey of a daily relationship. They have a $100,000 photo album and a heart full of resentment. If you optimize for the finish line, you'll always be disappointed by the race. Stop. Do you hear that? That's the sound of your life passing you by while you wait for a future that doesn't exist. You have been the architect of your own emptiness. Every time you said, I'll be happy when, you were literally practicing how to be unhappy now. You've trained your brain to believe that the present moment is just a waiting room for the real thing. But here's the secret. This is the real thing. This messy, stressful, imperfect moment is all you actually have. If you can't find peace in the struggle, you will never find it in the success. The trophy doesn't contain happiness. It only reflects the person holding it. And if that person is a hollow shell, the reflection will be empty too. How do we stop the cycle? How do we find fulfillment that doesn't evaporate? 1. Process over outcome. If you want to be a writer, you have to love the act of typing in a dark room, not just seeing your name on a book. If you hate the work, the success will feel like a prison sentence. Choose goals where the daily grind is the reward. 2. The 3-pillar strategy. Never anchor your happiness to one goal. You need 3 pillars: professional growth, personal relationships, and internal peace. If your business fails but your health and family are strong, you are still standing. If you only have the business, you are one bad market day away from total collapse. 3. Move the goalpost to being not having. Instead of saying, I want to have $1 million, say, I want to be a person who provides value. You can reach having and be bored. You can never finish being. The journey of becoming is infinite. 4. Practice the gap and the gain. Most people look forward at the gap, the distance between where they are and where they want to be. Instead, look back at the gain, the distance you've already traveled. Celebrate the small wins every single day. If you don't enjoy the 10%, you won't enjoy the 100%. 5. Radical presence. Understand that arrival is a myth. You are always arriving at the next moment. Learn to find joy in the coffee you're drinking while you build the empire. If the empire falls, at least you enjoyed the coffee. There is no top of the mountain. There is only the climb. And the climb is beautiful if you stop staring at your feet. Happiness is not a prize you receive at the end of the race. It is the energy you bring to the starting line. Stop waiting to arrive and start realizing you're already here. It's time to stop chasing the ghost of success and start living the reality of fulfillment. If you've ever felt that post-success emptiness, comment the climb below. Let's talk about how to stay full. Subscribe to Master Life.